Welcome back. In a shocking incident, a social media app listed Muslim women for auction. Photos of hundreds of Muslim women taken from their social media profiles were then uploaded on an app called Bully Buy. This has triggered widespread outrage. Netizens, politicians, all of them joining hands to demand action. We'll be joined in just a few minutes from now from some of the victims of this Bully Buy app. But first, all the details in this report. Targeted harassment of Muslim women. A shameful incident with deep communal overtones. A social media app called Bully Buy listed Muslim women for what it called an auction. The perpetrators stole several photos of prominent women from their social media accounts only to doctor and upload them, sparking outrage. The incident came to light when a woman journalist alleged that she's being targeted by an unidentified group on an app called Bully Buy.
आगे मुझे लगता है अगर इस पे सख्त कार्रवाई नहीं होती है तो आगे भी आता रहेगा। तो उस तरह से ये एक चैलेंज भी है स्टेट अथॉरिटीज़ के लिए, उन क्रिमिनल्स की तरफ से जो ये कह रहे हैं बार बार कि हम ये चीज़ें करते रहेंगे और आप हमारा जो है कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ पाएंगे।
Netizens followed suit to call out the app on social media platforms. Several opposition leaders condemned the incident and demanded action. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi and Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi lashed out at the IT ministry, alleging inaction.
मैंने आईटी मिनिस्टर को फिर से रिक्वेस्ट की है कि आप जब तक ऐसे लोगों को जो महिलाओं को इस तरीके से उनके बारे में बात करते हैं, टिप्पणियां करते हैं, उन पे कार्रवाई नहीं करेंगे तो ऐसी घटनाएं वापस होती रहेंगी। मैंने मुंबई पुलिस को, क्योंकि कुछ महिलाएं जो टारगेट हुई हैं वो मुंबई से होती हैं, तो मैंने मुंबई पुलिस कमिश्नर को भी इस बारे में कहा है। मुंबई पुलिस विल बी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग इट।
The Gandhis too attacked Prime Minister Modi in a tweet, calling out the communal hatred spewing in the country.
I stand by the victims of this heinous crime. We want justice for them. We want this outrageous menace to end. The culprits must be named and shamed.
Union Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw responded, saying GitHub had blocked the portal and that the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team and the police are coordinating further action. This is the second time that such an app has been created. In July last year, an app called Sulli Deals had similarly posted hundreds of images of Muslim women for online auction. With Arvind Oja, Bureau Report, India Today. And there's been a lot of outrage over this incident on social media. Here's what AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi had to say.
देश के प्रधानमंत्री को, देश की सरकार को इनको पकड़ना चाहिए, अरेस्ट करना चाहिए। अरे भाई, ये मुसलमान जरूर है मगर किसी की बेटी है, किसी की बहन है, किसी की माँ है, उसमें एक 65 साल की महिला भी है। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और खास तौर से MHA में जो काउंटर रेडिकलाइजेशन सेल है वो हरकत में आए। काउंटर रेडिकलाइजेशन सेल तो सिर्फ मुसलमानों के लिए इस्तेमाल होता, इनके लिए इस्तेमाल करें। आखिर कौन है ये लोग जितने रेडिकलाइज होकर देश के महिलाओं को, देश के बच्चियों को उनकी तस्वीर डालकर इस तरह से उनसे बर्ताव कर रहे हैं।
And before I get in some women who've been victimized by this Bully Buy app, I want to take this across to Arvind Oja. He's joining us live from the national capital. Arvind, take us through all of the latest updates on the investigation so far by the Delhi police.
देखिए अक्षिता, सबसे पहले मैं जो असदुद्दीन ओवैसी ने कहा है कि कौन है वो लोग जो इस तरह की हरकत कर रहे हैं, तो ये जो कौन लोग हैं यही दिल्ली पुलिस के लिए भी मिस्ट्री बना हुआ है। क्योंकि 6 महीने पहले सुल्ली डील्स नाम से बाकायदा गिटहब में जो मुस्लिम लड़कियां हैं उनकी बोली लगाई जा रही थी ऑनलाइन, उस पर दिल्ली पुलिस ने FIR रजिस्टर्ड की थी। गिटहब से जवाब मांगा गया था लेकिन गिटहब ने अभी तक कोई जवाब नहीं दिया है। उन्होंने दिल्ली पुलिस को कहा है कि वो कोर्ट के थ्रू हमारे पास आए, तो वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी भी पेंडिंग है। बुल्ली बाई की बात करें तो दिल्ली पुलिस ने एक बार फिर FIR रजिस्टर की है। जो दिल्ली पुलिस है उसने ट्विटर को लिखा है कि जो भी ऑब्जेक्शनल कंटेंट है उसको डिलीट किया जाए। उसके अलावा जिसने भी इस कंटेंट को सबसे पहले ट्वीट किया था उसकी जानकारी मांगी है। लेकिन बड़ा सवाल ये है कि क्या गिटहब, जिस पर सुल्ली डील्स पहले आया था और बुल्ली बाई, क्या गिटहब फिर से दिल्ली पुलिस को जवाब देगा? क्या जो गवर्नमेंट है वो स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लेगी? ये अपने आप में एक बड़ा सवाल है, क्योंकि ये इस तरह के जो गिटहब पे इस तरह के चाहे सुल्ली डील्स चाहे बुल्ली बाई, जो लोग ये इस तरह का ग्रुप क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, उसके बारे में जानकारी तो एजेंसी को मिल ही नहीं पा रही है। तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन आखिर आगे बढ़ेगा कैसे, ये अपने आप में बड़ा सवाल है।
Okay, Arvind, thank you for that update. I now want to introduce all the guests who are joining us on this broadcast. 3 women who've been targeted, whose pictures have been used in this Bully Bhai app, are joining us on this broadcast. Hana Mohsin Khan, victim and a pilot, is joining us on this broadcast. We also have Saima. She's a very popular radio jockey, again, a victim of the Bully Bhai apps. And finally, we also have Sadaf Jafar, Congress leader, whose picture was also used here. I want to start off by just telling our viewers that imagine this, there's an app out there which is using these women's pictures and hundreds of others, outspoken Muslim women's pictures being used. It's not happening on the down low, it's happening brazenly, and that by itself speaks volumes. I want to start with you, Saima. To me, at least, going by, all that's happened in this Bully Bhai app and all of the reactions I've been seeing on social media, this to me is being seen as an attempt to silence all of you. And I want to applaud you as well as Hana, as well as Sadif, there for refusing to get bogged down, refusing to be silenced. Do you believe that this is clearly a pattern or conspiracy?
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, let's not words here. When it happened last year in July, and, all those names were put up for auction, up for sale. I mean, there is a pattern to that. There is nothing else that they can target, right? I mean, in order to silence a girl, what would they do? They would commodify her. They would insult her. They would Photoshop your images. They would try and unnerve you. They would try and unsettle you. Why? Because they are really scared of you. They're really scared of your courage. They're really scared of, your power to speak to truth and justice. And that's why they would keep, they would keep doing these tactics. Obviously, the effort is to silence the opposing voices. It is the effort to, unnerve you. And what really I have to say is that we have known this pattern for long. We've had enough time to nab these criminals and culprits, but not enough has been done. I mean, I don't think even a beginning has been made. I really want to say this, that why would the law authorities or the government wait for the FIRs to get registered when it's right there on your face? Should you not be, be proactive in noticing it? I mean,
Very
not
true.
even like words of comfort that do not fear for anything. We are there. We will, book these criminals and culprits. We will take strictest actions. Even these words aren't coming out, and that is very disappointing.
So true. As far as the government is concerned, the IT minister has said as of now that, they're looking into this, they're going to take action. But the reality is it took quite some time for an FIR actually to be registered itself in this kind of a case. Hana, why do you think that you, along with so many other women, were targeted?
I agree with Saima. The women that were targeted were mostly Muslim vocal voices. Muslims that spoke, Muslims that people listened to. And that's why they were targeted, to silence them. Also, that's also a concentrated effort to make this community feel bad. It's a tactic which, it's time immemorial when people used to target the supposedly the weakest section of the society, which they assume that is us, but that they're finding very fast that that's not happening. We are not going to be silenced. And I was not a political account. I did not even oppose anything because I can't. I'm not a political account at all. I cannot write politics because of where I work. Even then, it didn't stop them from targeting me.
So you believe you were targeted for your religion and your gender?
Because of absolutely, my religion and my gender, in that order. And I keep telling people that this is, if it does not stop now, when this dates back to even further, like when we were in when we just got out, not even in the middle of the second wave, there was this liberal Dodge who had auctioned women on a YouTube site, and FIRs were made even then.
Yeah.
That man was not apprehended. Nothing happened. We have his numbers, his pictures, everything is out there. If that was not, if that at that time, if an FIR was lodged and if some action would have been taken, we would not have to see this today, because somebody would be scared. They would be scared of doing this to us. This is the third time this is happening, and I wasn't targeted this time, but last time I was. It's been 6 months that I filed the FIR, and there is nothing. 4 months I tried and tried, but
what was the response that you got?
Sorry?
What was the response that you'd get? You know, when you tried to take action.
Abhi karwai ho rahi hai. There is no other response. There is nothing that they're telling me. And it's been 6 months. So if they would have stopped, if they would have done something in May last year, I don't think we would have been targeted again today. And on New Year's.
It would have set a precedent, essentially, to ensure that something like this doesn't happen. Sadaf, do you agree? Do you feel, and when you saw, you know, so many pictures out there, yours too, did you feel a sense of fear as well?
No, you know, I was only filled with sense of a lot of disgust. See, there are two things, you know, what I've been thinking, and I've been getting sleepless nights ever since I've seen those pictures and I saw that list. You know, that along with me, there is this woman who has been looking for her lost son for last 5 years. Instead of getting to know about the whereabouts, she was dragged by the Delhi police and she was hurt. And, you know, she was already demonized and criminalized by the Delhi police. She did not choose to be vocal. All she wanted probably would have her son working and, you know, she taking care of her grandchildren back home. And she was auctioned along with us. We chose our life to be vocal. You know, but there are so many women like Hana who've excelled. There are historians, there are food bloggers. There are these women who have excelled in their various fields of life. They have nothing to do with politics. They have been dragged into this mess. And what is worrisome, what is very disturbing is that they are keeping track of each one of us. And they have a list of us. And the government is quiet about it. How can we even not say that the government is not involved? Because when Sulli deals happened, we were expecting some kind of, you know, the Home Minister never spoke anything. The Women and Child Development Minister never spoke about it. The Women Commission is quiet about it. So nobody is speaking. When Asmat writes about it, all she writes is noted. So
are you happy with how the government has responded this time around? You've had the IT minister saying that, look, we're going to ensure action is taken. The Delhi police has registered an FIR. They've written to Twitter. Are you satisfied with what's happened so far?
No, not at all. Because we know it's an eyewash. We know that the intent is not there when they are demonizing us every day. When we are being, has Narendra Modi ever come out and said, has any of the ministers, women ministers come out and ever said that stop trolling these women? Stop talking the kind of crap that you talk about them.
No, it's very clear.
Have they condemned it?
It's very clear there needs to be a precedent set here. And Saima, that really is the point. It's what I mentioned earlier also about how brazenly this is being done. You know, it's not on the down low. It's not someone, you know, hiding and putting out a very secret platform. This is an app on which people are going ahead and publishing this content, doctoring images, not at all afraid that, you know, the law will come after them.
Yeah, that's exactly the worry. That's exactly the impunity. That's the word, you know.
Yeah.
The impunity with which they're going about it, and who is backing them? What is it that, you know, makes them so fearless? Why are they not scared of the law? And, you know, when no action is being initiated, no comforting words by the authorities in the government, you know, come our way, is when we realize, why are they doing it with such impunity? Why are they not scared? You know, when our Minister of Information and Technology, he basically tweeted that the link has been taken down, I was thinking that, you know, how is that enough? When you find arms and ammunition in a room, what do? You just lock that room and you come out? or you try and find out who has done this. You need to find out the brain behind it all. And let me also say this. Last July, Sully deals happened. It's been so many months. Listen, we've had an instance where Virat Kohli's daughter's person was nabbed, right?
Yeah.
In a matter of hours. If that's possible, how come this is not possible?
But why do you think there's a hesitation? Do you think that, simply it's not a priority when it comes to women's rights? Do you think it's got something to do with your views? What do you think it is?
No, I don't know. I mean, I really need an answer because I think we have stopped as citizens holding our governments accountable for everything. We need answers. Who is responsible for my safety and security? Who is responsible that I get the respect that is due to me as a citizen of this country, as a citizen of this universe? What is going to happen? What is the government going to do about it? I mean, how am I safe? Who's going to guarantee my safety? And of all the others, who's going to tell the parents of those, girls who are there on the list that it is not their fault?
Saima, I want to understand from you because, as a woman, when I see these kind of posts, when I saw the details of this app, it wasn't just shocking, but for every woman out there, they immediately put themselves in that position and wonder what it would be like.
Yes.
When you and so many other women realize that, this is what is being done with your pictures, how did that make you feel? What was your first reaction?
I have to say this, that I've been facing this for the last 4-5 years. I've been vocal. I've always been, speaking up against injustices and, questioning where authorities need to be questioned. So I've been facing this, your photos being morphed and your, usage of unparliamentary words on social media, pretty used to it. But now the most shocking part is that I'm not shocked at all. But this time, the entire organized effort and the sheer impunity and no fear of law among the criminals and the goons is what is very unsettling. And we really want to say this. This is definitely communal because every single name in that list is the name of a Muslim woman. But a couple of months back on Clubhouse, lots of outspoken women, irrespective of their religion, were auctioned for a rupee, for 50 paisa.
Yeah.
And that was also out there on social media. I don't understand what are the authorities waiting for. I don't understand what is the approach of the government. I really need to hear my ministers. I really need to hear my law authorities come out and condemn this, promise us that there will be strictest of action. Why do we need to demand it?
The very least that can be done here is an assurance. Hannah, I want you to detail for our viewers exactly what happened a couple of months ago for those who don't know about the Sully deals and also your fight for justice there. How long did it go on? Why was it delayed? What are the kind of responses you received from the authorities?
So 6 months ago, exactly, around the 4th of July, there was an application called Sully Deals, and it was hosted on GitHub. At that point of time, I had no idea what it was. Someone had sent it to me, and I was tagged, and they said that you are also there. And I was tagged, my name was there. I clicked on the app, and I find me a Sully. I didn't understand. Initially, I had no idea what Sully meant. And for me, this world is new. I was never told. I am a pilot by profession. I don't have politics in my life, but passive aggressive is the maximum that I could do. But I didn't understand what Sully meant. So I find me a Sully. I clicked on that and I see some random woman and Sully of your day. So I kind of understood that this is sinister. Something is wrong. Second, third click, one of my friends was there. Then it was me. When I saw myself there and I realized that this is something very, very sinister, and I started asking my friend, I said, what is this? What do they mean? What is this about? And it's apparently us. I could be the flavor of your day, or I could be like the Sully of your day, or the entertainment of the day. That's how I was portrayed as on that app, and it's disgusting. I filed an FIR after 2 days on the 6th of July, and luckily my FIR was immediately, like my complaint was converted to an FIR immediately. But, and I was very hopeful. And 6 months, on 4 months, I tried. I really did. And then my health started taking a toll on my health because I just couldn't. Outrage is that this is happening, and no one is arresting arresting a criminal. I just couldn't believe it, and it took a toll on my health, and I started giving up. I said, let me put this behind me. And 1st of July, as a New Year's gift, I get women being targeted the same way. And this time round, I knew what it was. This time, I knew how sinister this application is. And I have lost faith. I have lost hope. I don't think there is anything that's going to happen. And I worry.
I can
I'm
imagine.
not scared. I'll just say that outright. I'm not scared. I'm still out here talking. I am still posting whatever I want to post. They haven't scared me, but yes, I am rattled and I am worried. What am I worried about? That they're not stopping. From the auction in May, and then Sulli deals, and then this Clubhouse. Clubhouse was explicit. They were actually using women body parts. They were talking about it, and they were using.
From what you're telling us, there seems to be a message here that nobody cares. And as I mentioned, for all of us women, the moment we read about this, it instills fear that this could be us tomorrow as well. And that's why there's such a need to act. I'd again like to applaud all of you. Absolutely. It's not stopping now because of the fact that there's been no action in previous instances. Again, I'd like to applaud all three of you and many other women who've spoken out saying that, we're not going to let this bog us down. We're not going to give them what they want, which is that all of you will be silenced. So thank you for joining us here on India Today. We promise that we'll follow this through and ensure that, pressure is piled on the authorities, that there is some accountability and action is taken, because there have been far too many such incidents and we must draw the line somewhere. There's a common thread here, women being targeted for the agenda, and that's simply unacceptable. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
And that's all we have time for on this edition. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to us here on India Today. We'll be joining you in just a bit with the headlines.